All right. Let's see. I'm gonna try and see if anybody comes in. I doubt I'll have any audience.
Okay,
Oh, there you are.
okay, that's good.
Okay. I'm gonna see if it says I'm live.
I've seen the live stream, like I can see it, so.
Okay. There has been no counties coming in yet.
Champaign, if you check, their website that they did, so, I mean,
Sh-
these, election websites won't show the results yet, though, but,
Yeah. I don't know who's gonna win the Democratic primary, but I think Rauner is gonna win the Republican primary because he has the incumbent advantage, and people know who he is. But I think Pritzker has the Democratic primary, but it'll be close. Hang on. Hello? Alright, I'm back, and it looks like we're getting our results. Uh, uh, it looks like we're starting to get a few results, and Pritzker is in the lead. Alright, some of the people that are watching, I don't know, this is my first stream. It's probably failed, but my stream software will only let me record one window at a time, so I apologize for any interruptions. But it seems that Rauner is in the lead and Pritzker is in the lead. But it looks pretty close right now. But the only county that's reporting for the Republicans is Kane County, and the only Kane County is for Democrats and Lake County for the Democrats as well. So counties around Chicago, really, and it already seems that Democrats are turning out to vote so far. More Democrats than Republicans, but it's only 1% reporting, so. But if anyone in the stream, if anyone who's watching the stream can hear me, just say, just type in the chat saying so. And I will share this. Okay, yeah, okay. Now Lake County is coming in for Republicans, and Rauner is still in the lead.
By the wait, um, the results are they're actually like really slow. Like well, on the website. Like hold up, give me a second.
New York Times can be pretty slow, but I think it's faster than CNN because I remember the House election night. um, New York Times was faster, and I'm not watching CNN. I don't think they have primary coverage, anyways. But it is only 1% reporting, but the results are close already. But Pritzker has a almost 10-point lead, so while Rauner has a I can't math but 6. And I'm gonna go down and see the okay, yeah. Yep, they're coming in too. I can't believe like I said, it's already 1% reporting, but I can't believe it's like this close already on the Republican side. Hello, JJ and Grace Holmes. I don't know why I can't. I'll try and switch manually to the chat, but um, I can't see your message in the live dashboard for some weird reason, and I'm the only one watching now. But yeah, the results are coming. The results are already coming in. Let's see how OBS is. Ooh, the Democratic. I think this is Attorney General. Yes, it is. This is getting pretty close. The Democratic side, but the Republican is out. It's lopsided right now, and we've already have winners of the primaries, but these have not came in yet. But we should be seeing some soon. I'm gonna put the focus on the main primaries for right now. The main gubernatorial primary. Is a state senator, former governor. Okay. But my prediction is a Pritzker versus Rauner scenario. But it's mostly like place. That's not really necessarily urban counties, but it's around urban areas. That's already reporting. But so far, what we have is Democrats, more Democrats than these counties are turning out than Republicans. But usually Democrats turn out more for primaries. Actually, in a second. So I guess New York Times is slow then. Okay, more results just came in, and Rauner's lead is expanding. It's probably something we're gonna see for the rest of the night. Honestly. My apologies for anyone who was watching the stream. I'm just trying to get this situated. And we lost a year. I don't know. It's the dashboards. Champaign results. And that's Champaign County. Yep, that's Champaign. And Biss has taken second place. And it is a 4-point lead in the Democrats. And I do not know what lead that is. I'm not good at math. But it's not narrow. It's actually very wide. But yeah, hopefully, um, hopefully we're getting some more results soon. But it's poll closing, so we're not gonna get that much results. one of the other I only think the three Democrats we should pay attention to in the governor or gubernatorial primary on Democratic side are Pritzker, Biss, and Kennedy. All the other ones I don't think are gonna have any significance. And uh, Pritzker Pritzker's winning 3 counties so far, while Biss is winning one. But like I said, it's still early. I'm actually going to share this. And it keeps on getting wider. I think it's not. I'm not good at math, but it may now be an 11-point lead on the Republican side. Keeps on getting wider, wider, and wider. Um, but anyways, I think in the general election, when it comes to it, if it's if it is Rauner versus Pritzker, who knows? The other candidates might uh, upset Pritzker. But if it is Rauner versus Pritzker, I think it's probably a leaning Dem, or it is a rated toss up. But there are few polling a few polls that rated it lean Democratic and possibly Democratic, but I think it's going to be a toss-up, or it might be a Democratic gain. That's what I rate it as because because of the blue wave factor, and of course it is a midterm election, so I really think that Democrats can make gains in Illinois, and it is a blue state, so you have to factor that in too. I guess yeah, I'd say it's a solid blue state, but I think it's really, in my opinion, it's more Chicago that makes it a solid blue state. Because I did some research, and if you take the Chicago out, it just it's a red state. That's basically it. But probably not gubernatorial because it's less turnout. All right, we're going to take a look at the Attorney General primary right now, and I think that the Democrats are super close, but yeah, the Republic. Yep, the Erica Harold is mm, possibly gonna win because she has a huge lead with a very wide margin, while the Democratic is very narrow, and I think it's gonna be a very close call. And I did hear that My friend told me that it's two governors. Thing. Okay, now just told me that the Republicans are going to are set to nominate a former Miss America. I think he's talking about the Erica Harold. But so my apologies if you can't see this. Okay, another county just came in. It's Peoria. Please don't disregard my pronouncing, but Peoria County. It just came in, and so far Rounder still has the advantage. Chicago still hasn't come in yet. Oof. But by the end of the night, I think we'll see a winner in at least one of the primaries. But none of the House districts beside the sixth district has came in, and the Democrats, the Democratic Party for District 6. Um, all right, I think this is going to be a pretty close call on the Democratic side. The other six is a progressive. I guess there's another county coming in. Pritzker's still in the lead, 38, 5 points, 5.7 points in the lead, while Kennedy is still in third place, and that Theo Hardman guy is still in fourth. And I think these people, like I said earlier, are going to matter the most. While Rauner, I think he's going to win. Ooh, Ives won Cook is winning Cook County, which is Chicago's county. That really, I don't know why it's surprising me so much, but it is. And of course, Pritzker's winning Chicago, and his lead's gone up significantly. And a rural county, I think this is it's a rural county, which Ives is winning. And I will share it in the TFLB chat. That's a good idea. I guess I'll do advertisement. But yeah, Pritzker's, yep, and Ives has won another county. And she is catching up to Rauner. PNG. Ooh, the the toss-up district came in. Lipinski, he is, wow, he's leading a very good margin. yeah. TVOE chant. Future of Europe's chant. 3% in. Little update. 3% in. Bruce Rauner in the lead. Same with JB Pritzker. JB Pritzker has 45.2%. Daniel Biss has 26.3%, and Chris Kennedy has 25.2%. Bruce Rauner 54.2%, and Gian Ives 45.8%. This is actually starting to get really, really close on the Republican side, more than I've really imagined. This is actually starting to get pretty interesting. But I really do think Pritzker's gonna win now. Now that he has that lead, but anything could happen. But yeah. Oh, what? What? Chicago's results going away. Oh. But I wonder why Cook County went away. Oh yeah, we definitely have to wait for the most votes to come in. I doubt that we'll be getting some for the rural counties. But so far, the total of votes is 39,310 on the Democratic side and 26,414 on the Republican side. And of course, more Democrats are turning out, probably because there's a Republican incumbent, and I don't think Republicans really want to vote against an incumbent. That's basically how it always is. Okay, Chicago is back, and is Rauner's actually winning it this time. Let's go see our other results. Uh, wow, this is actually very close. Oh, there's others in the Attorney General race? I'm actually gonna see if I can. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's better. That's actually better. Okay. Ooh, Kennedy actually is Winning County, Clay County. Let's go back to the House. And Newman is. Ooh, this is actually a very close primary. This is definitely gonna be a good primary night already. I didn't watch Texas's. I really don't think it was very close. Anyways, and Ted Cruz
No,
won.
it was
Oh, it
like
was?
really close actually. So
I didn't know that. Ooh, we have a tied county, Fulton County. I don't think the Senate one was close, was it? The second House district on the Republican side is very close. Uh, most, mo Ooh, the 10th is close too. Uh, and the 13th on the Democratic side is pretty close. Yeah, these are actually very close primaries. Oh no, if an incumbent governor gets primary, then which is kind of unlikely, but that'll be very upsetting, a huge upset victory. But I think that's kind of unlikely, but it can happen. But the establishment Democrat, of course, is in the lead by a lot. the Demo- the District 3 primaries, that's like I'd say like a seesaw type thing. The leader just keep on flipping and flipping. Like 1 second, like Penske's in the lead, and then the other Newman's in the lead. And just gonna keep it here. Kennedy is leading in Clay County by just one vote. Okay. More counties are coming in. Yes, I kind of doubt that Biss and Kennedy will win now, but that was actually they did pull very close. But of course, since I think Pritzker's establishment that he's gonna win. Same thing with Rauner. I still can't believe how close the Republican is. Biss is still leading in Champaign County though, and did I? Okay, more counties are coming in. We'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And it looks like the lead uh, is starting to gain now. 7 points. That really didn't last long, that narrow lead. Oh. Okay. Yeah, more and more counties are starting to come in. That's good. 24% is reporting. Let's go to the Attorney General race. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name. But I was gonna say Rail is currently leading now. It was tight earlier, but now Rail is starting to gain there. Uh, the Republican primary is basically a landslide. Let's see. Hmm. The District 3. I'm gonna see if you guys can see that. But yeah, I think you guys can have a good view of it. Lipinski and Newman, they are. It's still close. Lipinski is still in the lead. Uh, the Republican primary District 2. Patrick Harmon's in the lead, and oh, this is actually a very close primary. Not very, but pretty close. Republican District 3. Some of these primaries are just landslides, but when you go to 6, that's pretty close to the Democratic side. I haven't done my research on some of these, but I have done a couple. I've done a few on Illinois' gubernatorial, but yeah, the Republican side still close. Douglas Bennett in the lead in that House district, but yeah. All right. Sorry, I am not talking, but I am actually going to try and pay attention to some other races very soon. All right. All right. Ooh, Springfield came in, and they have not that much reporting, especially for a capital. So I wouldn't expect it. Yeah, of course. Yep. Not 14 precincts reporting in Springfield. How many in Chicago? Ooh, that's not necessarily Chicago. It's Cook County and Rockford, another city, and of course it's not reporting. Oh, initial results. Seriously. Attorney General race. Let's go see how it's going. Ooh, it's still not. Yeah, it's still. I think it's going for the rail guy. I think. I think Matt said it. You said that these are two former governors. Let me see. Or lieutenant governors. I'm not sure which one you said. Okay, state senator and former governor. Okay. Okay, Kwame. He's a state senator, and the other one and Quinn is a former governor. He's known for civil rights and stuff. Yeah. Let's go see. Since more counties came in. Um, Quinn's an unpopular former governor, so that's probably why he's in second place then. Oh, really? He was beat by Ronner? And Ronner's very unpopular. I think he's very unpopular too. So I think that I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Ronner is gonna lose this election? And yeah, I do think that's true. Pretty evident from the ice thing. Yep. Because I think the biggest blow to Ronner is the whole abortion thing about how he funded abortions. I'm not sure if some of the stuff in Eyes' ad was true, but I just don't get how you are campaigning. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to 2014, but you have to like if people vote for you because you're a certain party, especially, then I'd say like align with there are a few pro-choice senators out there. Don't get me wrong, or pro-choice Republicans out there, but I don't know. But yeah, I do think that his unpopularity is definitely a huge factor in the Illinois race by far. And then Pritzker's lead is probably because he's more of the establishment candidate because, like you were saying earlier, he put in a bunch of his own money in there. So I think that he's going to be the nominee tonight. And it's likely we're going to see Rauner versus Pritzker. But with the margin we're seeing right now, who knows? Eyes might come back and just take the lead out of nowhere because I think I've been down here actually. I've been like down these are more rural counties, and I think that's what Eyes is winning at so far. While Pritzker is winning places like Cook County, which has Chicago and one of the biggest cities in Illinois, and I never like heard of Rockford, but yeah, but I really think that Rauner has the advantage in more of the establishment type areas like the city and stuff. And Springfield's early, so that really doesn't count right now. Pritzker is fairly progressive. Really, all three Democrats have the same, besides on Amazon. On Amazon. Let me check the others right now. The Robert Marshalls actually has a point now, but that's not gonna matter. Okay. I didn't know that it was a issue in Illinois. But yeah, I think in most of the very rural areas that eyes will win, because that's what's showing right now. Most of these over here are more of the rural areas, but these are close. As you can tell, it's the votes are. Uh, I can't do math, but the margin by the votes are very, very thin. Like this one, 82, 81. So we got a long way to go, I feel, in the Republican side. And the Attorney General race, let's go back to it. And uh, I honestly think that Grasso, wherever you say his name, he's probably gonna lose. Any of None of these are declared yet, besides the uncontested. I'm probably gonna start keeping an eye on the House races because I need to, because that's the Congress. I just don't know any of the candidates, but maybe when Matt gets on, he'll elaborate for us. Ooh, I think it was a county that Ives won recently won. Vermilion County, yes, it is, and it's tied now. But oh, yeah, Pritzker is. I think he's gonna win because he's winning most of the counties in Illinois right now, and if he does keep that up, then it may be a victory for him. But you never know. It's still early on. 30% yet. We have 70% to go. So we still don't know yet. We still can't make any projections or predictions. Yeah, we. Oh, but are you almost gonna be on here? You said 10 minutes. Oh yeah, it has been 10 minutes. It's okay if you can't right now though. Yeah, I think Reiner will hold on to Cook County. But usually in primaries like where the incumbent is running, it's usually uh like I'm saying, usually they sometimes do get primary, but um the primary really isn't that close. But since he is unpopular, it's very very close. Honestly, if Ives does win the primary, it's gonna be like it kind of reminds me of Alabama in a way. And Ives will lose, da 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 da. But Illinois is a blue state anyway, so I think Pritzker is the favorite to win, no matter who gets nominated on the Republican side. But I do think the Democrats will use any controversy against GA and I's like they did against Roy Moore to their advantage, and they'll- I don't. Alabama's wanting a landslide, but I have a feeling if Ives is nominated, that Illinois' gubernatorial race will be a landslide, kind of like how it was in 2016 Senate race. How I think his name was Mark Kirk against the senator now, Tammy Duckworth, and it was just a landslide because of it was a controversy that he said about her origin. Lalo Ortiz, I'm getting them from, or sorry if I mispronounced your name, but I'm getting them from New York Times. They have a live results on there. I just Google if I were you 2018 Illinois primary results and you'll get the results there. It's very reliable. Oh, let's see here. Oh, let's see. If my math's correct, it is a 2, 3, 5 point lead on the Republican side, and I'm not even going to try the Democratic side. I honestly thought that Democrats was going to be close, but like Matt said, uh, I didn't know this, but they had kind of had same issues. All right, I did pronounce it right. Cool, 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 cool. Oh,
Hello. I'm alive.
okay. Are you actually here?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So basically in the races, right? Um for AG, um
I'll go there right now.
Kami is a he's more a progressive pick.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the state senate. Pat Crin's
He's an
a
establishment.
not no like well he's not even I forgot who backed him. Let me check. Think he doesn't even have a page of who like some. Let me check. Illinois AG race.
I'm gonna go check the
I
District
haven't
3.
like completely checked out that race, so this is the only one I think I haven't like checked.
Normally, I don't pay attention to attorney general
Um,
races.
yeah.
I
Well,
just
I check most of them, but just not Illinois.
I'm guessing Illinois is a state that picks the
Wow,
running mate in the
Pat Crin
primary.
actually. What?
Is
What was that
Illinois a
again?
state that like they pick their running mates in the primaries?
Yeah, they do.
Because I remember,
Pat Crin actually has like no support at all. Like he has zero endorsements.
really.
Zero. Kame's honestly the clear favorite in this race. He's backed by Bobby Rush. He's backed by Robin Kelly. He's backed by Danny Davis. So I mean, he's going to probably win.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also Goldstein, which is in last place right now, but he's he can get some votes, and
Hey,
that
that guy has a nice name.
yeah. Uh, he's backed by the progressives of Kane County and stuff like that. So he's
Quinn is winning the rural counties, but that's not needed. What you'll need to win, and especially in Democratic primary, is Cook County, because
yeah.
that's where most
But
of the population
I
is.
mean, you could win without Cook County, but that will basically be you winning the other like major counties.
Yeah, like
Basically, you have to
Springfield.
win all. Yeah, and uh, Winnebago County.
I think that might be
Um,
Ice Case if she pulls off a victory here.
yeah, I mean the mayor of that one city is like he's a giant Trump dude.
Mm-hmm.
He just won re-election by like 100 votes. So I mean,
Springfield?
um, I'm kind of shocked that Ranido, uh, M in the AG race, the Democrat side is actually doing really badly because like basically on Trevor you don't see anybody else like saying, oh, I'm going to vote Pat King. You see them voting Anita, so it's kind of sad. Erica Harold, she's she was Miss America, and this is a really weird thing that the Republicans do. From races like Attorney General, they pick a lot of Miss Americas to
Really?
like be the nominee. Yeah, they do. They've done this in like Hawaii. I don't know why they do this, but they do. It's really funny, actually. Like, I, there has to be something like someone
Republicans. I'm sorry, but Republicans nominate some of the silliest people sometimes.
yeah,
I see in
like
Kansas, I've seen they didn't nominate him, I don't think, but high school students running.
oh, that's
That's
because
funny.
yeah, I actually kind of like them. Kind of Erica, she has some political experience,
Really?
but it's well, like she was a delegate in the Republican
Oh,
conventions,
okay.
but
That is
she hasn't done anything else basically.
that
So
kind of counts, but kind of doesn't at the same time. If that
yeah,
makes any sense.
like she, let me look up if like has like investigated this because this is like pretty funny. Miss America's Republican. This articles about how Aoka can be AG of Illinois. That's all. Um, in the congressional races, Bobby Rush, he's I think he was in the Black Panther Party. This might be the wrong representative I'm thinking about. Um, yeah, he was in the Black Panther Party. Uh,
Black Panther, what? The
yeah,
movie?
he was the founder actually of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party.
That's
Um, he's been in Congress since
I said Black Panther movie.
1993, I think. Um, he's in the progressive. Well, actually, no, I think he left it. Actually, yeah, he left it. Um, and he's been becoming more centrist and stuff. But Jimmy T, he was going to win Republican. Like, both of them, they didn't get they were not contested. Jimmy actually supports Black Lives Matter, so that's going to be an interesting thing. Republicans actually donate to. Um, Robin Kelly and Marcus Lewis. Lewis is he's he's made like 5 campaigns to try to win this seat, and he never has. And it's always been at 18% that he's gone. So I'm not shocked to see him actually lose again. Patrick Coleman, I don't know any Republicans in this. Like,
The marijuana measure is actually doing pretty good.
oh yeah, but it's Cook County, so I mean,
Yeah, it's not it's already legal in Illinois, but it said something about Cook County,
well yeah,
which is
I don't think
Chicago.
Illinois
So,
has legalized weed. Oh,
uh,
yeah, they haven't. I think it's medical weed
yeah, it's
they
probably
got.
yeah, it's medical. Is this for recreational then?
Yeah, it won't actually affect anything. They
Mm-hmm.
hope to like get passed in the state house and the state senate because of the
Okay,
referendum.
it's just
Um,
basically like people their opinion is basically.
yeah, it's like how Australia does it. Like they hold referendums, but they actually don't do anything. Just like an opinion poll.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's government.
Marie Newman and Daniel Lip I can't pronounce his last name. It's
I say
this
Lipinski.
race is going to go on to 100%, I think,
Yep.
because like this basically you have mayors, you have like city council people, and you have AFL-CIO on, and like the Democratic leadership on Daniel's back. But like on Marie's side, you have tons of like donations coming. You have like Bonnie, you have Gillibrand, you have Emily's List, you have Planned Parenthood, you have Our Evolution, you have all those like packs. But then again, Emily's List said that they didn't even donate $1 to Marie. So
Um,
I mean,
this is a kind of off topic, but does Emily's List do they endorse Collins because she supports abortion?
um, they only support Democrat.
Okay, so they probably
Like
wouldn't support Collins.
yeah, Emily's List, they've made it like they've said multiple times that they won't support a Republican, only Democrats.
I think she's one of the most moderate ones in the Senate, besides
Yeah,
Murkowski.
yeah. I mean, like Emily's List, they're very centrist now. Like they used to be progressive, but now like most people think that they
Ooh,
don't actually support
Pritzker
candidates.
won. Pritzker's the Democratic nominee.
AP called it.
They called it
I mean,
NYT. They called the race for Pritzker. I just now
I mean,
noticed it.
the thing about this though, if you are JB, this isn't actually really good news because you've dropped 70 million bucks of your own money on a primary, right? And couldn't even hit 50%. So that's not great news. That kind of shows that he's not a good candidate, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked that the Republican Party of the 4th District, though, let a neo-Nazi become their nominee. Like, Jones, he was the chair of the American Nazi Party. So, I mean, I'm kind of shocked they actually let him be nominated.
I'm actually gonna look for a victory speech for Pritzker. See if
I don't think he's made it yet.
probably not because I just now called it. But Pritzker is the
Samina, she's a Justice Democrat, and she's also a Muslim American
Uh-huh.
in like slightly moderate district. So I'm kind of shocked that Craigley did not that great. Um,
I will
into shambles. Six. Oh, you're back. Okay.
give them back. Had to refill.
Okay.
Do battery
So
refill.
in the sixth district, it's Kelly, Maskey. Um, Kelly was going to win probably. Um, she has like the Congressional Progressive Caucus, like the whole caucus on
Mm-hmm.
her side. I think she's got like let me check. Issues. Um, she's got like she's got tons of people. So like the seventh district. Anthony Clark. He's a teacher at a middle school in Chicago. He's a Justice Democrat, and he only got like $10,000. So I'm kind of shocked that he got 26% of the vote. That was actually kind of good.
I'm actually
Um,
shocked they haven't called a race for Erica Harold yet.
oh yeah, same. 12th district, Brandon Kelly. He has the New Democrats and the Blue Dog Democrats. This is actually their first victory of 2018. The Blue Dogs. They lost every single primary in Texas, which is well, besides like the
I think they
incumbent.
want. Yeah, they just now want a seat in Pennsylvania. If
Oh
he's even
yeah,
caucusing with
technically,
them.
technically. I feel like Liam's going to probably just end up being in Congress full time. He's
He,
running in some other seat now, but
I think what the Blue Dogs need. I think they need to start running candidates in the South.
they're actually focusing on Kansas a lot. Blue
That's
Dogs.
actually not that bad of an idea. But I
Yeah,
think they really need to be focused on it on North Dakota, especially because the incumbent is running for Senate.
yeah. Um, they got some like okay candidates like Brad Ashford. He was in Congress. He got unseated in 2016. Um, I feel like it's going to be basically Dan Lipsinski versus Marie Newman in that seat because it's basically the same thing going on in that seat. They got some good candidates like Paul Davis. Paul Davis is running in a seat that he actually won in a state contest, and he's got like $1,000. So he's doing okay. They got Jim Gray, which is a good candidate
Jim
too. They
Gray.
got yeah. They got Ben McAdams.
I
He's
honestly think that
a
Jim
Salt
Gray.
Lake commissioner
I
in Utah. He's doing okay.
Jim
So
Gray's
I
more
mean, they
liberal
got some
than.
good candidates, but you know,
I looked him up and what he
that's
stands for, and he's more liberal. but I think he's gonna win the seat
Jim Gray.
anyway. Yeah, he's gonna win because it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up
Yeah.
seat.
I'm shocked they haven't reported Jesus Garcia winning yet.
Jesus.
He's got 66% of the vote. Like,
Wait,
it's not 70.
By Jesus, you mean like Jesus?
I think it's pronounced Jesus. Let me check.
Jesus. Jesus. I think it's Jesus. But let's see, they still haven't called
I couldn't find a
Harold.
single video
But
giving his name out.
I do think it's
The Lipsinski and Marie Newman, that race is going to go down like
200.
to the percent. Which I'm kind of shocked that Marie Newman actually doing this well, because progressives just kind of started to like be, hey, we should get Newman some like money, so like Lipsinski, he's got some big help, honestly. Basically, the Blue Dogs and the New Democrats and Nancy Pelosi for the 2018 election, they're in some like big alliance to try to fend off the progressive people, because Pelosi is being primaried, and she just doesn't want like a progressive like explosion.
Yeah, 'cause she wants her caucus to stay in.
She used to be in the Progressive Caucus, and she used to be progressive, but then she became
Establishment.
Democratic leader, and that's when she became,
I'm not a big fan of Pelosi.
I don't like Pelosi.
I don't think anybody
I'm
does
hoping
really.
she loses primary. By the way, I think they just called uh, Jesus Jesus. I don't know how to pronounce his name. As the winner in the that one district.
I still can't believe how close the Republican gubernatorial race is.
I honestly kind of thought it would be like that, just because
He's unpopular.
Ives right. She has some money, and she does have like a good position. Plus, like, I mean, the Make America Great folks, they beat Strange in Alabama.
Yeah,
So I kind of,
I do think like
but
Trump's base is good at beating the like establishment in primaries, but they're not good against Democrats because Democrats can. Uh,
because Democrats get the non-reactionary Republicans on their side
exactly.
easily.
I'm a
So basically,
reactionary
what you're
Republican
doing,
myself, but I do think that they get the moderates on. They can appeal to moderates more than the populists, the right-wing
yeah,
populists can.
that's what happened to Joe Donnelly. That's how he won his Senate election,
I think
because
the biggest fact. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, you can.
No, I think the biggest factor in Alabama was definitely the allegations, but I think the reactionary thing did had something to do with it too. Because Roy Moore was
Yeah,
pretty extreme.
I mean, the Republicans basically trade being against the establishment for seats. Like, they're losing seats as they become more anti-establishment, because that's not what a Republican base should be. Because the Republicans, right? They're they support like unity and stuff like that, like full-fledged, unity, patriotism, don't go that against the government, all that. So when you basically say, hey, we shouldn't let the government intervene in basically anything, and just not letting, and just not letting like old people, like they're so like attached to Republican establishment, people. So they won't show up if you just say, "Hey, let's not have that."
I think
Like
that.
oh, you can go ahead.
Oh, sorry. But I think that
Oh,
when they get to the primary, they do good in the primaries. Like they do have good tactics against the establishment Republicans. But when they get to the general election, like they just run out of things to say. Like they just say the old this is gonna go against the president's agenda, stuff like that. But you don't
yeah,
run for Congress to help the president mainly. You do it to represent your constituents.
yeah, and like the thing, the thing that Democrats are doing right now, they're running inoffensive candidates against probably the. I'll be honest, I haven't seen the bench of candidates like the Republicans have nominated for special elections. Like basically every single one is offensive. They've done dumb stuff in the past,
I honestly think
and
that's true.
they don't have enough money because the Republicans think that they can win every single race, but that's not happening at all. They
It,
need some type of wake up call, but Alabama just wasn't that wake up call.
it's
And
it's
they
honest. I
and
think. Sorry.
oh no, it's fine.
No. No. I was gonna say is 2018 is gonna be a wake up call
Yeah,
for sure.
like he lost a Senate seat, and they instantly excused it, saying like they didn't even excuse it. Like Muslims said that the allegations were like fake, but they didn't even like acknowledge it. Honestly, that's what kind of was like, oh what? Then in Pennsylvania's 18th, right? Some of them recognized that they lost, but the ones that did said that Connor Lamb was a Republican, which he he was a moderate but not a Republican. Like he wasn't straight up blue dog.
Moderate has
So
a lot to do with it. I think that his moderate status had a lot to do with his win.
yeah. Plus, like Rick Sacron, he had tons of stuff to talk about because he was yelling at his rally stuff like they can't take away our guns now Bibles, which that just doesn't make a politician look great. And he start yelling out kind of dumb stuff at rallies.
The Republicans, honestly, they don't run good candidates at all. They just
I
like
mean, for a long time they ran good candidates, but now they just I don't know how they get half of them now.
honestly think the other big factor is it's the Democratic year, especially
Yeah.
because that's
Plus, this is also like the year of the woman too. Because let's be honest, right? You've over the year, right? We've seen tons of women hit to get appointed to seats like Karen Handel. I think the next senator from Mississippi is going to be a woman. Um,
Marsha Blackburn's running for.
yeah. So Eva Reyes is going to be the year of the woman, and you're basically increasing female turnout, right? But that's Democratic votes usually. Like you don't see tons of Republican women.
I honestly
compared to a
think
Democratic woman. So,
I think that like you're saying, I forgot the woman who's running in Nevada. I think she's gonna win the whole general election, but Sinema's gonna win. That's another woman. Blackburn, I'm not sure
yeah,
because Bredesen's popular.
in Mississippi, well, if Chris McDaniel somehow makes this election really bad for Republicans, which he can easily make that election look like hell. Basically, you get like 5 Republicans, including McDaniel, right? And you just get 2 Democrats, and then like 2 Democrats, right? They could advance to runoff, right? In which that will be interesting to see, 2 Democrats face off in a Mississippi election. Um, that could easily happen, honestly. I won't be shocked. But the person that Phil Bryant's going to pick Senate in Mississippi is a woman. So I mean, you know, it's just going to be. Wait, what? The next senator from Mississippi, right? She was elected in the state senate as a Democrat. It's
Oh,
actually kind of interesting. I know that.
just like Jim Justice and Richard Shelby.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if Jim Justice is gonna win re-election.
He won't, honestly. I feel like
Like it's
just because like West Virginia is having such an interesting political.
they've always at the
It's
state
basically
level. They've always been.
nobody's like. Oh, you can go ahead.
I was gonna say that at the state level, West Virginia's always been Democratic. Like they've they've always had like 2 Democratic senators until 2014. I think it was 2014 when they had their first Republican senator in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, like West Virginia, they're having such an interesting political They're having such an interesting like political thing going on right now because there's just basically it's a big shift in West Virginia politics that's going on right now. And like some districts or progressives are starting to win. And some like Republicans they're winning back old Democratic seats. So basically it's just like a major shift in West Virginia that's going on right now. I think the same is going to happen in Oklahoma, honestly. Like
Any
my
state can be competitive.
what?
Any state can be competitive.
Yeah. I mean, the one state that nobody thinks will become competitive that I kind of do think that will be is Oklahoma. Because Republicans are becoming very disliked in Oklahoma because of education cuts, right? There tons of public schools don't even operate in Oklahoma for 5 days a week now because of the education cuts Republicans have done in Oklahoma. So I mean, I feel like Oklahoma might become because the education cuts are probably some of the most um, disliked cuts in American history, honestly.
I think there's a few states that aren't going to become toss-ups that are Republican, like Wyoming. I don't think there'll be a toss-up anytime soon. Same thing with Idaho, honestly.
I mean, I like the who the Democratic nominee is probably going to be, but I don't think she'll do that good. Paulette Jordan is her name. but I don't think she'll do that amazingly well.
In the chat, Jared Hamilton said, "WTF? Oklahoma going blue? Are you kidding me?"
No, I'm saying it might go competitive, right? But you gotta look at the facts, right?
He's not saying
Tons
it'll
of
be a.
state senate seats and tons of state house seats have flipped in 2017. Like I think almost 8 to 10, I think, have flipped. And like you got people like lesbian single mom that run like a Republican seat that voted Trump 60 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I say that Oklahoma is going to become more competitive, I don't mean that by like it's going to elect the Democratic senator in like 2020. No, that's not going to happen. I'm talking about the state,
Yeah,
like the state house, the state senate, the governorship.
exactly.
Which Democrats, they have a great candidate for a governor. Governor. He was the attorney general, and he almost won a governor race.
I
So
mean,
I think they'll do well.
just because, like you were saying, just because it's Democrats will win seats doesn't mean they'll vote for like a Democrat, like for a president even in
Yeah,
2020. Just
I mean,
like,
like look at North Carolina and Montana. They vote Democrat governors in 2016,
and
and
then
they
they
vote
voted for
Trump.
Trump. Yep. Same thing in 2012. They voted for Manchin in 20 for Senate, and then they voted for Romney while voting for Manchin. So
Yeah. So like states, they don't always vote nationally. What like like Alabama, right? They voted a Democrat, right? They're not going to vote, or they probably won't vote a Democrat for a president in 2020. That won't happen, probably. So, like, you can't go off, like, state politics and congressional politics into, like, the presidential, you know.
presidential politics and state politics are different because the state parties are kind of different from the national. Like North Dakota's is the Democratic Party is centrist. Same thing with
Well,
West Virginia.
I have to we debate this guy. Um, I see your point, right, about the pedophile, but you still have to. I I have friends up in Alabama, and they said that people slightly believe the allegations, but tons of them didn't let that get in front of their vote, and tons of them didn't actually even believe it. So when you say that tons of people still didn't believe that it even happens, that all the allegations were true, Um, I could show you a few articles of the of Oklahoma voting more Democratic if you want me to.
Usually, though, like going back to Alabama, their turnout for Republican, like usually they get Republicans get 1 million votes, and then Roy Moore got like 600,000 votes. So I really think it had to do with the pedophile allegations and the write-in votes,
Oh yeah,
and the
that could
turnout
be
was not good
debated.
at all.
But Alabama, Oklahoma, they're
Oh, while we're speaking
why
the
also what
oh
was
while we're speaking the Republican primary is getting close and closer and closer.
I haven't checked the results. Yeah, it's probably going to go down to 100% to take the lead. Same goes with Dan and Marie. So, um, I mean, oh, what state do you think is going to be the most competitive in 2018?
Senate, North Dakota.
I think overall, Nevada is going to be the most competitive.
I think that's it. I'm saying this as a Republican that it might swing to the Democrats.
Which
Arizona
one?
will be
Nevada?
competitive. Nevada Senate race.
I mean, that's probably going to happen. I mean,
Arizona is a complete toss-up. Same with Tennessee. That's gonna be a good one to watch too.
Tennessee's just going to be interesting to watch overall.
Yeah.
The Nevada, though, you got tons of Republican-held seats on the ballot, like AG, governor, and like 2 congressional seats. Well, actually, no, 3 competitive congressional seats, plus the one in the Senate. So I mean, that's gonna be a state to watch, basically. You know?
Uh, I do see the. It was pretty high because Doug Jones did turn out a lot of black votes. That helped him a lot too, but mainly the bad turnout for Republicans just destroyed more.
Let me try.
But I think this governor's race will be fun to watch too. But I think there's a few gubernatorial races that will go to the Democrats are
I mean,
Maine.
I think the whole map of the gov races will be interesting to watch, basically. Because even in Hawaii, you have a big primary coming up. You know, so
I honestly
think
can't
of
wait.
all every governor race is going to be something to watch. You know,
Oh yeah,
because even in Hawaii, you just got Cynthia Nixon. You know, running. So.
most of these primaries are gonna be fun to watch.
Mhm.
I can't wait till 2019 when I get to vote. I honestly think that's gonna be a Democratic swing due to the Bevin's pension plan is pretty unpopular, and I think that he'll probably be a 4-term governor.
Mm.
Um, which governor race? What are you talking about, Jared?
I think he's talking about Illinois,
Illinois. Okay, duh,
which is probably
duh.
going to end up
Yes,
being.
because I think he's talking about Illinois because J.B. Pritzker.
No, JB and Bruce both have tons of money, so they got like millions coming in.
Bruce's.
So I mean, it's probably going to end up being the most expensive. But
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, I think he's right. And I'm still kind of have like, I, I kind of have a feeling that's gonna be Bruce versus JB, but it's gonna be tough for Bruce in the general election, and because it's already tough for him in the primaries,
yeah,
because the
exactly.
Democrats already have a call, they already have a projection in their race,
I
but the
mean,
Republican is so
I
close.
feel like if I feel like I knew this off the bat. I felt like if Biss and Candy were on the same ticket, right, that they would. That I instantly knew that they would have this race if they had the same.
I'm actually gonna go down to the Attorney General.
I was hoping that Candy was going to run
Oh,
as Biss's running mate, but that's. But
uh, yeah, this is interesting. Gary Grasso now has 40%.
I don't even. I don't even know what he was. I forgot what he.
And then Raul
Forgot what. Let me check.
is in the lead still. I'm gonna go down to the District 3 race because that's something to watch. Lipinski is still in the lead, but I still with 80% reporting. Yeah, it's gonna go down to 100, honestly. And I think that this race is the
Oh,
primary is gonna go down to 100
Razzo
too.
was on the DuPage County board of commission. So I mean, he's got more political experience than Erica does. He was mayor too of some small town. So I mean,
Usually, the Republican votes come in last.
yeah, I don't know why.
Some people, it's like most
Quinn's
Republican.
actually, damn, he's actually.
I do think that it's if Ives wins, it's gonna be guaranteed Democratic victory.
I mean, yeah, basically. Well,
I'm
I think in both scenarios, this is going to be a Democrat.
yeah, cause
Because with Ives, right, you have tons of things to attack Ives about.
oh yeah, and then Ronner is very unpopular. He's a blue state Republican, and it's a blue state, so it's obviously
Yeah,
going to go to
in
Pritzker.
most of these cases of a blue state Republican governor, right, they're they're on the resistance. They they um they're more moderate, right? But Bruce just he he's not in the resistance, and he's not moderate at all. Well, he kind of is, but not. So I feel like he's just gonna ignite basically in flame. That's
I
gonna be
think
fun.
Hogan's gonna win this year because he's
What?
actually
Wait.
he's actually doing something in Maryland.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And another blue state, it's not really. I don't think Maine's a blue state. It kind of is, but I think another blue state governor that's probably going to be ousted is Maine's governor.
Well, he's term limited. Like
Oh, okay.
he was elected twice. In his second election, he won by like I think 10 points, right? But he still didn't get like 50% of the vote. So it was like a five-way race. So Maine's independence. So,
This is just.
like I can show you the last election.
It's. I think the Republican race is gonna go on all night. Honestly.
Probably. Oh, they finally called it from Jesus Garcia. That took a while. They might actually call it for Dan, but I don't know if they will. Because they got 100 prisons left, and he's basically 1.1% ahead, which is a lot. Especially in Cook County. Brandon Kelly at the nod thing. They might have not given him yet. Oh, they did.
Yeah. Uh. I think Pritzker did very well in the rural counties.
Well, that's because he had like enough money to just like pump all his bucks into it, basically. Daniel Biss did not win his home county though, so he didn't win Cook County.
Oh,
He's a native
Chicago?
of yeah, he didn't win Cook County, Chicago, and he represents a piece of Cook County in the state senate, so that's not good.
I wonder what eyes represents.
Let me look it up.
Probably a very rural county.
But
Which probably represents a rural county, honestly.
oh yeah, it's outside of Chicago.
Oh, really?
DuPage, I believe. So I
That's
think
probably why she was.
she's not running for home county. So
She isn't.
Biss and Ives aren't winning their home, actually. It's kind of sad. Because usually you win home county. I guess that's just not happening.
I'm gonna go scroll down to the AG race. Yes, this is getting. The Republican race is actually starting to heat up.
Oh
So.
wow, yeah, that's actually.
Uh. Lipinski's still in the lead with 82% in. Uh. It's.
I'm kind of sad.
Is Garcia.
Honestly.
Some of the Republican race in District 10 is very close.
Mm.
Like I think it's gonna
I'm
be a
kind of
three-way
sad that
race.
JB won.
Yeah,
It's not my home state, so I mean.
I used to live right outside of it, so yeah, I live
Plus,
right
there's
across the
at
bridge.
least 2 victories that I'm happy about. So
I just really hope
I'm
that
gonna hope that Marie knew.
I just really hope that Bronner. It's very unlikely, but I just hope that it'll be a Republican hold, but it won't be. Pritzker's gonna win.
Probably win.
I'm trying to think of some other competitive. Florida, that's gonna lead that
Oh,
your
yeah,
home state.
Florida. I mean,
I
I don't think Republicans are gonna do well. Because Stomey and Douglas, right? That caused quite the thing. You know.
I honestly think that Bill Nelson will still remain senator too,
He probably will.
and because people say
Yeah, if Rick Scott doesn't actually join in the election, he has nobody challenging at all right now. So
I
even
doubt
if
Rick
he
Scott
gets
will win.
what?
Rick Scott won't win.
I mean, if he even, I feel like even if Scott joins, he will still win. But if like someone from the Congress, right, decides to run against Nelson next month, right? Because that's going to be when Rick Scott said that he'll make up his mind. And if Scott just doesn't run, there's no way a congressman can mount a good game against Nelson.
A congressman.
Besides, who are you going to pick?
Yeah.
What congressman wants to fight Nelson?
A congressman tried to go against Rubio and lost.
Yeah, so
I
I
think
think
you
that
need more
actually is
statewide.
the well, that was because Rubio he ran for president, so until like the filing date from the primaries, he didn't say that he was gonna run again. So
No, North Carolina doesn't have anything going on either. I don't think.
what state? South Carolina?
No, North Carolina. They don't. I don't think they have any like Senate elections or
North
gubernatorial,
Carolina's got nothing besides
mayoral.
state house, state senate, and I guess House of Representatives. But
Yeah, true. I don't think they got nothing worth watching.
I mean, if you watch two seats, well, if you want to watch every single possible competitive seat, well, every possible competitive seat, um, you have two in North Carolina, but besides that, you don't got anything else. It's mainly in North Carolina who's going to like win the state senate and who's going to win the state house, because Republicans are pretty hated in North Carolina right now. I don't know what they did, I forgot, but yeah. I mean, it's gonna be the next primary state. Let me go. It's going to be. South. It's going to be. Okay. The next states are going to be. It's going to be Indiana, North Carolina, Ohio, and West Virginia
Indiana's gonna be
on
a
May.
fun one to watch.
Yeah, May the 8th
At the same
is
time,
going to be the primary date. Uh, Indiana, you got congressional seats up.
the Senate's
And you
also up.
got Senate seat. Two Republican in Congress trying to fight off each other, basically.
Mike Braun
But a
and
businessman's actually being both of them. North Carolina, you got state house, state senate. Probably not gonna watch that though because that's like 100 seats basically. In Congress. Ohio, you got a very tough primary on both sides for governor. An interesting Republican Senate race and congressional seats. West Virginia, Senate and congressional seats too. So
uh, West Virginia. I think that's gonna be Joe Manchin,
yeah, probably.
and Joe Donnelly will win Indiana. But there are a few candidates that are trying to um, beat Donnelly. Luke Messer and Mike Braun are the two big ones. But I think it'll
Wait.
ultimately go down to Luke Messer.
Wow, Marie Newman's actually in the lead now.
Let's look.
She's up by 3 points right now.
This is gonna go on forever.
Yeah. But if Marie Newman actually wins, that's I forgot what position he is in the Blue Dogs. I think he's actually Blue Dog Hawk. He's a chairman of the Blue Dog Coalition. If you actually get him out of Congress, well, I think he might actually run as a Republican. Actually, no, he can't because they're primary. That's interesting. Oh, Jesus. I mean to say that, but that's gonna be fun.
Oh,
That's gonna be fun. Justice Democrats, though, they did amazing in Texas, but they actually did really bad in Illinois, which is kind of interesting. Marie Newman actually might be the best candidate I think I've seen in a long time. you gotta give, even if she loses, right? You have to give major props to Marie Newman though, because she's underfunded and she ran into this campaign and she somehow is leading right now, which is insane.
Yeah.
She's running against one of the wealthiest congressmen. So that's, you know. Oh, there was Never Common in Austin. Had goodwill. Yeah.
Uh, I honestly don't
By the
see where
way,
this can go. This election's gonna go.
the AP called it from Erica on the Republican side.
They did. The NYT called it for Erica, so she's the GOP
Yeah.
nominee for AG
Um,
officially.
there's possible voter fraud in Illinois's full district. AP says that Marie Newman won with 7,000 votes. The county of Will County said that Marie Newman won 4,000 votes. So that's interesting. Will County. So we have no idea who's actually that race. And since Dan's back in the lead by 1 point, it's gonna be fun. We have no idea who's going. Like absolutely no idea. We got 87%. You know, and I'm just gonna listen to some music a bit. Wait.
Honestly, I might stop streaming at 10 o'clock my time if this doesn't continue. Oh man. So this might go on for a little while, but the nominee for the Attorney General race is Eric Harold, and still do not have him. This is a very close primary race.
I'm probably going to go bed. Well,
All right.
see ya.
See ya. I might as well on the stream here. So yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So those who are watching the stream, this has been the stream. So it remains too close to call. I might make a video soon. So yeah, see you guys soon.